من الجلسة، وسيحدثنا البروفيسور محمد بن كهلان سالم وهو حول الذكاء الاصطناعي والتحول الرقمي على اقتصاديات التعليم في الطيران، وهو موضوع مهم للغاية في ظل التغييرات التي يشهدها هذا القطاع الحيوي. البروفيسور دكتور كابتن محمد كهلان سالم البرواني هو من سلطنة عمان، طيار خريج جامعة إكسفورد البريطانية، لديه دكتوراه وماجستير متقدم عالي في إدارة سلامة الطيران من جامعة الطيران المدني الفرنسي إناك. وبالمناسبة هو سبقني في جامعة بول ساباتي بتولوز. نتشرف بك دكتور. لديه العديد من المساهمات والخبرات فيما يخص الطيران، هو مدرب وممتحن الطيران وكبير المفتشين في عمليات الطيران المدني. لديه مجموعة من الدراسات الأكاديمية، وكما ذكرت لديه دكتوراه وماجستير متقدم في إدارة سلامة الطيران، رئيس مؤسس لشركة دولية MKB انترناشونال للاستشارات والتدريب في الطيران، خبير بطبيعة الحال دولي في السلامة الجوية، ومدرب معتمد في منظمات العالم للطيران المدني. لديه خبرة طيران في الخليج العربي في الطيران العماني والطيران البريطاني إيزي جيت. تفضل أستاذي ولك كل التوفيق.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويرى الذين أوتوا العلم الذي أنزل إليك من ربك هو الحق ويهدي إلى صراط العزيز الحميد. أولا أشكركم جميعا على استضافتنا في هذا المؤتمر العظيم. أقدم عملي وبحث المتواضع اليوم بكل احترام لهذا الحضور العلمي المتميز، وبكل حماسة للمشاركة في الحوار الذي يدفعنا جميعا نحو فهم أعمق وحلول مبتكرة ورائدة، ونتمنى أن ينالوا إعجابكم والتوفيق للجميع إن شاء الله. اليوم بتكلم بالانجليزي بقلد اخوي الدكتور عادل، لان لغه الطيران هي اصلا لغه بالانجليزيه معروفه انترناشونالي، فمن الاسهل اني احاول قدر المستطاع اعمل المصطلحات بالانجليزي ان شاء الله، فحاول ان شاء الله. طيب، موضوع البحث المتواضع تاثير الذكاء الاصطناعي والتحول الرقمي على اقتصاديات تعليم الطيران. فكرت في الموضوع، so I thought about the actual subject and I wanted to introduce it in the تعليم الطيران for me to be able to join the world of education and make sure that everything is mixed together. So, and comes up with the presentation. Slightly different presentation today because it's going to be pictorial mainly and I'll be doing all the talking, so you have to bear with me for the next 15 minutes. Bismillah. That's the landing for you. The research objective, first of all, when I saw the actual presentation of the actual conference, اقتصاديات التعليم في عصر الذكاء الاصطناعي, I wanted to connect it to aviation, and I thought, how would I be able to do it? So I looked at everything, because aviation is the most heavily regulated industry. So we are very much, anything that we do, we have to actually comply with all the regulations and all the requirements by the law to be able to achieve all the engagement level and the training and everything else that is included. This research addresses the vital and timely topic, the impact of artificial intelligence and digital transformation on the economics of aviation education. The aviation industry faces rising demand, challenges in education, making innovation essential. Research problem, shortage of qualified educational personnel is one of the things that I found as I was doing my research. High cost and inefficiencies in traditional training for aviation itself. Objectives, I did analysis of AI impact on training and quality and efficiency. I evaluated the economic feasibility through other educational institutes where they've done that, and I connected it to the aviation, as well as the feasibility study, digital transformation in aviation education. We adopted in this study a descriptive analytical approach based on data from now global aviation organizations such as ICAO and IATA. I've got to stand away from that sound there. And focuses is based on performance indicators in training, quality, and aviation safety. I'll bring you back in the journey, the flight to the memory in history. As everybody knows, and everybody's aware, some of you were not born at that stage. You see the transformation from the manual gear in the car, the telephone transformation from 1973 to 2021. Gauges in the cars as well, similar to the aircraft gauges, the computers. You can see how old the computers are. Some of you can remember the age of these computers and how we got to a stage where now we have all these AI and a massive transformation when it comes to digital and computers as well. Cockpits now, they look like this, and I was very fortunate. 40 years ago, I flew this, and I flew this, and I went through the transformation that happened in aviation. So I was very fortunate and very honored to see the big difference in change. It's stuck. Let's hurry it. Stop watching. Stand by. بس بنمشي معاه بس يكون سريع شوية. طيب. تأخر الوصول. تأخرت وصول الطيارة. بسبب برج المراقبة. So they will give you more time. Okay, so spare time. وقت الإضافي. طيب, we saw the airplanes, everybody in historic with airplanes, how they looked when they were old, how they built them. With all these propellers, we can go to the next one. And now this is an aircraft which is 787 Dreamliner, first aircraft to be designed by computer, never by a man, like on the machine, so everybody now knows about this aircraft. One of the things I picked up during the research as well, I've seen that the global AI in aviation market, or education market, is the size component from 2024 to 2023 from a reliable source, which is Market US, is 73.3 billion. That's how much it's going to be for the education market. Thanks, Professor. Now, I will start to introduce you with the regulatory framework, which is ICAO. It's International Civil Aviation Organization. It's a United Nations agency which helps 193 countries to cooperate together and share their skies to their mutual benefits. ICAO has also a very major role, I think this
mobile phone. Make sure that it's fast. No, it's mobile.
ICAO Universal Safety Oversight Audit Program. This is one of the jobs of the ICAO as well. They audit the countries which are member states, 193 members of ICAO. And it does make sure that they're providing a safety oversight by assessing whether the state has implemented critical element, عناصر الحاسمة بالعربي, that involves many critical elements and many things that they have to do to make sure that they're in compliance with the national regulation of safety oversight system effectively and consistently. They have a global aviation safety plan where it shows that we have to have 0 fatalities by 2030 and beyond. Okay? To achieve that is 2030, there's a lot of gaps that needs to be filled for us to be able to make sure that there's not going to be any fatalities by the year 2030. Thank you. Now, one of the things that we really need to cover is technical personnel qualification and training. After the ICAO audit, which is a universal safety oversight, it indicated there is only 58% of the states, member states, that are in compliance with this particular audit, which is a problem. Where it says, sorry, the writing is a bit small because I have to change all the writing. Shortage of skilled aviation professionals, including instructors and teachers and faculty. We have aviation organization predicts by the year 2026 there will be a higher demand for aviation professionals and the available supply. This could lead to unsafe operational condition if nothing has been done about it. So identifying these two problems and gaps in the market, I realized that this research will be very beneficially that we do the اقتصاديات التعليم في الذكاء الاصطناعي الذكاء الاصطناعي. It was a very important thing that I had to do. So, next one. The 2 points, as we said, technical personnel qualification and training, 58%. That is quite a big, large number of, gap. Shortage of skilled staff and aviation professionals. We need a solution. So I started to think about the solution. I had an empty screen, first of all, and then it goes on to studying the whole situation and doing a gap analysis, and furthermore, next one. Global demand for skilled workers, identified gaps. So I went to look at the AI. How can the AI be beneficiary for us? And I realized something quite shocking, actually. I'm not sure if anybody's aware of this. Only 12% of IT professionals have the experience, AI experience and certified, only 12%. So if the workforce of IT are not enough to help us, how are we going to bridge this across and make sure that they are able to supply sufficient IT professionals to be able to assist the aviation gaps that there is? So we go on to further. I had a big question mark on my head. Why is this happening? Go ahead. An AI technician, education speed and lack of, can you just go back one, please? It was education speed, the way it's rising, the way it's going with the technology and everything else. The hands of industry or working hands in the industry. So now I'm facing another problem. Just stop there for a second. I think you're going very fast. Just one slide behind, please. Yeah. Aviation air transport system. It's aviation faculty shortage, which we mentioned earlier. Now I have 2 issues and challenges and gaps that I have to fulfill. So I found a solution by my research and made sure that this will cover holistically everything that is surrounding the challenges that we have in aviation. So if you go ahead for the next one. AI in aviation is a problem because it's evolving, expanding, people are buying more aircraft, more routes are being discovered, and more staff need to be trained to make sure that we reach the level and requirement of the ICAO audit to cover that gap as well. So go ahead. The research was carried out, and these are the following findings again. AI worked or skilled workforces in the World Economic Forum indicated exactly what I just told you about. World Forum Economics, AI and machine learning specialists in highest demand by 2030. And we need them in aviation as well, but we don't have them. So only 12% of IT, which I mentioned earlier, of professionals, have deep AI experience. 90% of executives don't fully understand their team's AI skills. 90%. So now we go further. Urgent need for trained aviation staff. We need to find a solution. Lack of qualified aviation instructors and lack of qualified IT instructors as well. I was inspired by, anybody heard of Bloom 2 Sigma? Very good. No? Bloom 2 Sigma is a study was done in 1984 which proved a one-to-one, it is in the study as well in the research, a one-to-one tutoring system is very good because it reaches to the mastery level and makes you understand the whole thing. So I thought, why don't we use AI and utilize it to achieve the ultimate goal, which is اقتصاديات التعليم في الطيران. So go further. Combining it with, it mimics the human being. 2 minutes, okay, so John, so just mimics the human being using Bloom's taxonomy of the study scale, continue. Kirkpatrick's model evaluation as well. Combining all of them, I have a solution. Next piece is AI tutor one-to-one. Excellent. What is going to give you? Skilled workforce, aviation safety boost, wider AI adoption. And that's the model that I have. It's all in the study, combining everything which you get AI. It'll give you good اقتصاديات التعليم في عصر الذكاء الاصطناعي والتحول الرقمي. And it's an excellent thing for the AI, for the aviation. Expected outcomes, we've just discussed that. So the next one, please. This is the radar representation of the study. You can see that AI beats all of the above. Now, it's not going to only be beneficiary for aviation, it's going to be beneficiary for medicine, and AI, team IT professionals, aviators, academic and schools, this AI personal tutor. Imagine a pilot now, used to be trained like that, and now you have somebody 24/7 giving you guidance. How much is going to be different? So compare yourselves with the people before ChatGPT and after ChatGPT. How were we? So now the fighter pilot has a special tutor who's giving information. Please, next. Strategy for implementation is going to only take 1 minute. IT specialist trained by AI and tutor, personal tutor. Design algorithms. Next. AI put all the details of all the airlines once they're trained. Evaluating and testing one-to-one tutoring. Certified AI adapted one-to-one tutor. And behold, we have the world at the finger of our tips, or the tip of our finger. Next. And next one. This is where it was before, 12%. And when you introduce it the first 5 years, maybe 10 years, it's going to be about 50%. And the education is going to be so high, it's going to be in the greens. You can reach up to 100% with AI personal tutors, covering all the gaps for IT, information technology. Okay. Thank you. There is generative AI that a lot of people don't talk about. There's الذكاء الاصطناعي التوليدي. This is very powerful. I think some of you have heard about it, but if you use it properly with the AI instructor that I'm introducing, we can cover all the gaps and all the down. The teachers are not going to lose their job, that's one thing for sure. But we're covering the gap because aviation, we can't have these gaps because it's a safety concern. And if we don't cover it now, something not good might happen. Okay? Hey, I'm even introducing a new thing, hologramic teacher. You know, the hologram, all these AI and everything that's happening. And hopefully we should be able to reach that stage in terms of the knowledge. And thank you.